The sky was a bruised purple as Anya stood at the market stall, her fingers trembling while she counted the few copper coins in her palm. Cold rain lashed against the wooden roof, turning the village paths into a treacherous slurry of mud. Every second felt like an eternity. Inside their tiny, drafty house, their mother lay shivering on a thin mattress, her breath coming in shallow, ragged gasps that filled the room with the sound of fading life. Anya burst through the door, her boots caked in filth. She tore open the medicine cabinet, but the shelves were bare. She slammed the wood shut in a fit of helpless rage. Mira sat by the bedside, wringing a damp cloth with white knuckles. She looked at the empty bowl, then at her sister. Slowly, Mira walked to the corner and pried up a loose floorboard. She pulled out a battered metal box. It was heavy, containing every coin saved for her education. She placed the cold metal into Anya's hand. "These are your books, your future," Anya whispered. Mira simply shook her head. "Mom is the future," she replied. They ran back into the storm, the rain stinging their faces as they reached the apothecary. Anya threw every coin onto the counter, her eyes pleading. The apothecary slid a small glass vial forward. Then began the longest week of their lives. For 7 grueling nights, the sisters became shadows. They took turns pressing the bitter medicine to their mother's lips. Drop by precious drop, they spent hours wiping the sweat from her pale forehead and stoking the dying fire to keep the winter chill at bay. Every time her breathing hitched, their hearts stopped. They didn't sleep. They only watched and prayed. The fire would roar and then fade to embers, mirrored by the flickering hope in their chests. On the 8th morning, the gray light of dawn touched the room. Their mother opened her eyes, sat up with a shaky strength, and reached for a glass of water. The fever had broken. Anya and Mira collapsed against each other, sobbing with a deep, bone-weary relief. As the weight of the world finally lifted, years passed, and the mud of that night was replaced by paved stones. The village school bell rang out, clear and bright. Mira stood at the front of her classroom, adjusting her books with a smile. Anya unlocked the door to her own thriving shop. They met at the crossroads, just as they had as children. Anya reached into her bag and pulled out a brand new book, placing it in Mira's hands. It was a debt repaid. Together, they walked toward home, their footsteps steady and sure.